half that's not all in for Trump, which is really smart, right? You got to hunt where the ducks are at. Christie is saying he's a loser and a liar and he let you down. That's what Republicans need to be doing. Power doesn't surrender without a fight. And if you want to take it from the king, you have to take it.
I agree with you on the execution of the ad. I agree with you that the only way to beat Trump is to actually go after him. And it is very possible that Chris Christie cannot win this primary. He is less popular with Republicans than Mike Pence, who they tried to murder a year and a half ago, right? But what Christie understands that I think the rest of these candidates do not understand is that they are long shots. And if you're a long shot, you have to engage in a high variance strategy. There has to be risk. There is no high floor, low ceiling, prevent defense, four corners way to beating Trump. You got to start slinging the ball, whatever sports metaphor we want to use. And he is doing that. And I'm a little always torn on the Chris Christie stuff because there is this sense sometimes that, like, we love what he's saying, right? Progressives on Twitter love it. And that's usually a sign that means Republicans don't like it. You know, I think the one thing that Chris Christie has going the others do not is that he gives off an element of strength and toughness. And that can have some appeal if he can rattle Trump. And so he at least understands that if he doesn't go for it, he has no shot. So you might as well go out there and win. I guess for him also, like, worst case scenario is he gets another TV contract if he loses. So it seems fine.
Courage is contagious. You're not going to beat Trump by being softer, gentler, by being nuanced. And in fact, in the town hall that Christie did on CNN, Christie pointed the way to take on Trump, not only for the Republicans, but for Joe Biden. And I hope President Biden watched. This has been a passion of mine since 2016 when I got it wrong. I was a strategist, as you know, for the super PAC that helped Hillary. And like many people, I was distracted by Trump's character. So we ran ad after ad about character. He could grab women by the privates. What we missed was how that would affect you. And Christie makes the case, and Biden should, that Trump has let you down. You built this country, and you trusted this man, and he let you down. Trump carried about 2,500, 2,600 counties out of the 3,100. Biden only carried about 550. The 550 little old counties that Joe Biden carried amount to 71% of GDP. All the Trump counties combined were only 29%. So they're economically falling behind. Their life expectancy is lower. Their opioid addiction rate is higher. Their crime rates in Trump counties are higher. He has let you down, Trump country. And that's the argument Christie made in the town hall. It's the argument Biden should make in the general election. Not, hey, you're racist and horrible for supporting Trump. But no, you're a good person. You're an American like we are. But this guy let you down. And it's a completely different argument than most liberals make.
Yell at the con man, not the people who got conned, right? It's not their fault. All right, I want to now look at an ad from a different approach from the Republicans to try to take down Trump. This is from the Win It Backpack.
I'm not really a fan of what's going on right now. I mean, the Democrats are just unbelievable.
It's a mess. It's a hot mess.
I love Donald Trump. I love what he did. Once he got in, I thought it was a breath of fresh air. He was attacked all the time, and it seemed like, it just seemed nonstop. The drama, it affected my family. I mean, with my own sister, I didn't get invited to her Thanksgiving after a while. He's got so many distractions. The constant fighting, something every day. And I'm not sure he can focus on moving the country forward. The election is really important because we're going in the wrong direction. I mean, we definitely need somebody that can freaking win. I think you'd probably lose that bet if you voted for Trump. You want somebody that's smart, who actually knows how to build teams to solve issues. Focus on the issues that really need to be fixed.
Win It Backpack is responsible for the content of this ad.
Now, in the 2020 Democratic primary, electability was the signature driving issue. It was a centerpiece of President Biden's appeal with a lot of voters, even some who may not have agreed with him on all the issues. Do you think electability can be a factor in this Republican primary? And is this a good argument to drive that message?
Yes and no.
Interesting.
First question, yes. Electability is an important part of the Republican critique of Trump. You have to go all the way back to Herbert Hoover almost a century ago before you find a president in either party who presided over the loss of the House, the Senate, and the White House in one term. It's hard to do. Trump pulled it off. Trump has never in his life gotten more votes than the Democrat. He's had more indictments than he has had victories. This is the argument to make. This execution, I needed a nap. Oh my God, this is weaker than bus stop chili. Seriously, that ad is softer than a month-old banana. It is not gonna do it. The guy seems like a great guy, by the way. If he were running, I might say, oh, I don't agree with him on issues, but I'd like him to be my neighbor. He's a very appealing guy. But it doesn't make me want to reject Trump. Watch it with the sound off, and it tells you nothing. That ad without the sound simply is a nice, thoughtful guy in dad jeans. He does this a lot, this gesture, clasping his hands, which shows thoughtfulness and reflection and centering. That's all good things. But it doesn't make me want to reject Trump. It's a terrible